Prosecution now delivering closing arguments to the jury. Let's bring in civil rights attorney and Fox News contributor Leo Terrell and Steve Hilton. And gentlemen, I'm not sure what's going on in the courtroom here, but Trey Gowdy has talked about this in the past, that the strike zone for the prosecution is this big, and for the defense, it's this big. And what's going on in court right now would basically reinforce that notion. According to Jonathan Turley, Steinglass for the prosecution is being given an uninhibited range for his comments. He just said that Trump, quote, often stiffs people and refuses to pay them. The prosecution is also being allowed to suggest that Michael Cohen's crime associated with the NDA was done at the behest of Trump, and that if Cohen is guilty, Trump's got to be guilty. Steve, what do you think about that?
It seems, John, every single day that these proceedings go on, the judge and the prosecution just go out of their way to prove Trump's point, that this is totally rigged and biased, and that the whole thing is entirely political. And, you know, I keep reflecting on the fact that we have all these people, Robert De Niro and all the rest of it, going on and on about how Trump is a threat to democracy and all these things that they constantly lecture us about. Well, when you think about what's going on here, this blatantly political prosecution brought by an elected politician, a far-left politician, for purely political reasons, and you think, well, who else has done that recently? Vladimir Putin, right? That's what he did this year to get people off the ballot in his presidential election. So now you have Joe Biden behaving like Vladimir Putin, Alvin Bragg behaving like Vladimir Putin. The Democrats have become the Putin Party for all their lectures about the rule of law and democracy. It is unbelievable to watch.
Leo, let me give you this update from Jonathan Turley at the courthouse right now, saying that the prosecution, Steinglass, just dismissed Cohen's admitted to grand larceny and is justifying Cohen selling merchandise and making money off Trump. You can't blame him, he says, because he has only this connection to sell. He's portraying Cohen, Jonathan Turley writes, like he's selling goods on the street to support his struggling family in their multi-million-dollar Trump condo. His struggles amounts to earning millions in attacking Trump. Leo?
Sandra, he's portraying Michael Cohen as a criminal Robin Hood. But let me be very clear. All our legal experts, we have to address one key issue. There's two lawyers on that jury, Sandra, and they're going to neutralize this unfairness exhibited by the judge and this far-range discretion by the prosecution. Those two lawyers not only have an ethical obligation to evaluate the facts, but they have an ethical obligation to make sure fairness takes place. And I'm telling you, unlike any other trial, you have two lawyers in there, and those two lawyers, if they do the right thing, they'll see through this judge, they'll see through the politics, and they'll do the right thing. Those two lawyers are the key to a acquittal or a hung jury.
So, Steve, getting another note here from Trey Gowdy. He said that the prosecution is making references to Alan Weisselberg, although no one called him as a witness. More references to guilty pleas by Cohen. Tried to bolster Cohen again. Bias is justified because Trump was unfair to him, and he was punished while others were not, that the Trump DOJ did him dirty. Trey Gowdy also says that because they're saying that that Cohen pled guilty, Trump is guilty by proximity. And he says, I've never seen that allowed into a closing argument before.
It's just amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's just incredible that they go out of their way to help the prosecution in every single way. The other thing that is so egregious about this, I mean, Weisselberg, neither side wanted him for various reasons that you've been discussing, but the one that's really outrageous is Brad Smith from the FEC, who basically made it clear in his remarks that one of the potential crimes, the election interference, the FEC violation, doesn't even apply, because even if it was considered to be, this whole payment considered to be a donation, it wouldn't have had to be reported till after the alleged crime occurred anyway. And so they still haven't told us what the crime is. One of them, they could have, if they'd have allowed it, have someone in to prove that that's not even on the agenda. I mean, it's just extraordinary to watch this corruption of our justice system in action.
And the prosecution still, at this point, they're about 30 minutes into their closing arguments, have not mentioned what the underlying crime is. Steve Hilton, Leo Terrell, always great to catch up with you, gentlemen. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.